The title of Duke of Rothesay and the other Scottish titles which I've had the honour to carry for so long, I now pass.
In a moment destined to be etched into the chronicles of time, King Charles III has granted Catherine, Princess of Wales, the groundbreaking title of Sovereign of Scotland. The decision, met with overwhelming approval in the Scottish Parliament, marks a bold new era for the UK, reshaping the monarchy's place in Scottish identity. Palace insiders spoke of an emotional wave sweeping through royal corridors, with Catherine herself visibly touched by the weight of the title. What inspired this landmark move, and why has it stirred such powerful emotions across the nation? This is the tale of a princess stepping into an unexpected role, a monarch's dream for unity, and a country's warm acceptance of its new royal figurehead. Stay with us as we explore this extraordinary chapter, and don't forget to share your reactions to this pivotal development. The announcement caught many off guard, yet it was greeted with heartfelt support from Scots of all backgrounds. From the historic lanes of Edinburgh to the misty Highland peaks, the news ignited spirited discussions in homes, pubs, and town halls. Catherine, long admired for her elegance and commitment, now carries a title steeped in heritage and responsibility. But this is far more than a new title. It represents a deep, personal bond between a royal and a nation. The decision reflects King Charles's intention to deepen Scotland's place within the United Kingdom during a time where national unity feels especially important. Catherine's journey to this moment has been one of quiet readiness, public service, and earned trust. On a brisk Edinburgh morning, the Scottish Parliament convened for what was expected to be an ordinary session. Few foresaw the magnitude of what would unfold. King Charles, wearing a traditional tartan kilt as tribute to Scotland, addressed the assembly with a speech that honored heritage and looked toward the future. "Scotland has forever held a cherished place in my heart," he began, his voice calm but heartfelt. "Today, I offer a new tie, one rooted in shared history and built for a future of unity. I declare Catherine, Princess of Wales, as Sovereign of Scotland, to stand as a symbol of continuity and compassion." The chamber erupted in cheers, a rare moment of cross-party agreement. First Minister John Swinney rose in support, praising the move as a profound statement of trust in Scotland's role within the Union. While largely ceremonial, the title grants Catherine a formal presence in Scottish public life, from leading national celebrations to representing Scotland on the international stage. Observers noted the meticulous planning behind the announcement. Catherine, seated next to Prince William, appeared both proud and humbled behind the scenes. Sources confirm that Catherine spent months preparing for this duty, studying Scottish heritage and consulting with local leaders to gain a deeper understanding of the people she would now represent. This decision wasn't made lightly. King Charles, known for his reflective leadership, consulted with political advisors, civic leaders, and grassroots groups to gauge public opinion. Support was resounding, with polls showing 78% approval among Scots, testament to the connection Catherine has built through years of engagement. Her link to Scotland began during her student days at St Andrews University, and has only grown stronger with time. But what does this title really mean for Scotland's future? Catherine's bond with Scotland is more profound than many know. It began in 2001. When she arrived at St Andrews as a reserved art history student, soon to cross paths with her future husband, Prince William. Those years were transformative, shaping not only her private life but also her appreciation for Scottish life and values. She took in the rugged charm of the coastal towns, participated in local causes, and learned to love Scotland's famously unpredictable climate. "Scotland shaped me," she once admitted during a rare personal reflection, highlighting how those formative years taught her resilience and a sense of belonging. Since then, she has visited Scotland frequently, a trip strengthening her emotional connection to the country. Whether planting saplings at Dumfries House or clapping along at the Braemar Highland Games, she's embraced Scottish customs with sincerity. Her advocacy for mental health, particularly in remote communities, has struck a chord with Scots who often feel marginalized by London-centric politics. One especially moving encounter took place in 2021 in Orkney, where she comforted a young mother battling loneliness, an act that quickly went viral for its heartfelt authenticity. These interactions aren't orchestrated, they showcase Catherine's genuine ability to connect on a personal level, a trait that has endeared her to a nation fiercely proud and perceptive. Her earlier title, Duchess of Rother, assumed after Queen Elizabeth II's passing, served as a foundation for this new role. In that position, she advocated for early childhood initiatives and environmental causes, frequently spotlighting challenges unique to Scotland. Her ease with Gaelic expressions and admiration for clan customs only deepened her resonance with the Scottish public. When King Charles introduced the idea of Catherine becoming the monarch of Scotland, her established record silenced many who doubted, yet the move sparked fresh curiosity about the position's meaning and its role in today's monarchy. The title blends symbolic significance with a measure of functional influence. Unlike former Scottish monarchs like Robert the Bruce or Mary, Queen of Scots, Catherine won't wield authority over governance, but she will represent Scotland's culture and spirit. she will serve as a ceremonial envoy, championing Scotland's legacy on the global platform while promoting internal unity. Her responsibilities will include launching the Scottish Parliament's annual term, hosting official receptions at Holyrood Palace, and backing initiatives that honor Scottish creativity, heritage, and modern progress. But there's deeper symbolism here. By appointing Catherine as monarch of Scotland, King Charles signals a renewed dedication to the Union, particularly at a time when calls for Scottish independence continue. The title is both a recognition of Scotland's unique identity within the UK and a nod to its once sovereign past before the 1707 Act of Union. It's a sensitive balancing act. Some independence advocates regard it as a strategic move to strengthen royal influence, while others interpret it as a heartfelt gesture of respect. A stroke of brilliance, said historian Alan MacDonald. Catherine's cross-party popularity places her in a rare position as a bridge between divided views. Her leadership style is expected to reflect her parenting approach: thoughtful, approachable, and rooted in common sense. She's already expressed plans to prioritize youth development, leveraging her experience with the Royal Foundation. Sources close to the palace say she's passionate about giving Scotland a louder voice in global conversations, particularly in climate policy, where Scotland is a leader in clean energy. Yet beyond big ideas, it's her personal warmth that will leave a lasting impression. Small acts recalling a name, sharing a candid moment are what will shape her legacy. The big question now is how she'll navigate the complexities of this groundbreaking role. The announcement ignited an unexpected surge of public support, even surprising veteran royal watchers. In Glasgow, crowds gathered in George Square, waving saltire flags and reminiscing about Catherine's previous visits. Online platforms lit up with hashtags like #MonarchOfScotland and #CatherineCrowned, with users praising her sincerity and charm. "She's one of us," tweeted a teacher from Dundee, recalling Catherine's down-to-earth attitude at a school function. A YouGov survey revealed that 82% of Scots viewed her appointment positively, a number comparable to Queen Elizabeth II's popularity in her final years. And this wasn't just in the cities. In the Highlands, clan chiefs released public endorsements, citing her appreciation for Highland traditions. Even staunch Republicans softened their tone. One well-known activist admitted, "If we're going to have a monarch, she's the right one." The Scottish National Party, often at odds with the monarchy, adopted a conciliatory stance, calling the appointment a respectful and thoughtful gesture. This wide-ranging approval underscores Catherine's ability to unify a strength built through years of handling public life with poise. But beneath the public celebrations lies a deeper truth: the Scottish people value authenticity, and Catherine's record, unblemished by scandal and grounded in consistent service, has earned her a rare form of admiration. Her cancer diagnosis in 2024, met with courage and openness, further strengthened the public's emotional connection to her. "She's real," said a shopkeeper in Aberdeen. "That's what matters here." As she steps into this role, Catherine isn't just accepting a title, she's taking on the hopes of a nation seeking connection and continuity. King Charles III's appointment of Catherine, Princess of Wales, as monarch of Scotland is arguably the most pivotal move of his reign so far, one that signals a desire to modernize the monarchy while reinforcing the UK's internal unity. His deep-rooted relationship with Scotland, shaped by summer retreats to Balmoral, long-standing support for Scottish charities, and a genuine love for its heritage has always been visible. His address to the Scottish Parliament, wearing a traditional kilt and speaking with calm conviction, was more than ceremonial. It was a meaningful step, one that honored Scotland's independent identity, while affirming its essential role within the Union. "Scotland holds a distinct place in my heart," King Charles remarked in a 2024 address, a sentiment that forms the foundation of this landmark move. His decision reflects a deep confidence in Catherine, whom he sees as a relatable, modern leader capable of bridging generational gaps and political divides. Unlike monarchs of the past who consolidated authority, Charles is choosing to delegate meaningful influence to his daughter-in-law, sign of his forward-thinking leadership. According to palace sources, Charles spent years preparing Catherine for an expanded role, impressed by her steady presence during public appearances and her talent for engaging with people from all walks of life. He sees her not just as the monarchy's future, but as the future of the Union. A senior age shared their private exchanges, like heartfelt talks at Dumfries Estate or shared platforms at environmental events, show a relationship built on shared priorities and mutual admiration. During the historic session at Parliament, Charles's glance toward Catherine, filled with warmth and pride, reflected the trust he's placed in her. This appointment also responds to Scotland's changing political environment. With debates around independence still alive, Charles saw the need for a unifying presence, someone able to rise above political divides. Catherine's soaring popularity polls place her at 82%. Approval in Scotland made her the clear choice. Her advocacy for mental health and early years development, especially in Scotland's rural communities, has earned her a reputation as a royal who listens. Elevating her to monarch of Scotland symbolizes a monarchy adapting to modern values. recognizing regional identities while supporting the Union's integrity. Still, this wasn't a casual decision. Some advisors warned it might be seen as a political tactic, risking backlash from nationalists or traditionalists, wary of redefining monarchy roles. Charles, always a realist, carefully weighed these concerns. He sought broad input from clan heads to members of the Scottish Parliament to ensure wide support. In the short term, the move appears successful. Early responses show a wave of admiration for both Charles and Catherine. Social media has lit up with posts praising the king's cultural sensitivity and faith in his daughter-in-law. One user on X wrote, honoring Scotland by empowering Kate. It's brilliant. This moment fits into a broader vision. Charles imagines a monarchy that's accessible, engaged, and deeply connected to each region it serves. By entrusting Catherine with this symbolic title, he's helping shape a monarchy that stands not as a relic, but as a partner in progress. The real test begins, now as Catherine steps into a position with no precedent, but the king's belief in her is firm. His reign, often underestimated, is gradually revealing itself as one of subtle transformation, and this move may well be remembered as its most defining moment. Taking on the title of Monarch of Scotland, there is no small responsibility. For Catherine, Princess of Wales, it places her at the center of a dynamic and multifaceted landscape. The hurdles she faces are as diverse as Scotland's wild topography. She must balance political sensitivities and historical expectations. The debate over independence, long a constant in Scottish politics, remains a central challenge. Although her appointment has been met with general approval, some independence advocates view it as a calculated gesture designed to reinforce the Union, risking alienation among those who favor sovereignty. It's a clever move, but it doesn't end the question of Scotland's self-rule, wrote one Herald columnist, voicing the skepticism held by a vocal segment. Catherine will need to walk a fine line working to bring unity in a nation where nearly half voted for independence in 2014. Historical echoes further complicate the picture. The title Monarch of Scotland brings to mind figures like Mary, Queen of Scots, whose rule was fraught with intrigue and heartbreak, while Catherine's position is purely symbolic. Every detail from her tartan choice to her use of Gaelic phrases will carry symbolic weight and attract close scrutiny. One misstep, especially in today's digital world, could spiral. A poorly phrased comment about Scottish culture or identity could ignite fierce debate, especially among critics who view the monarchy as overly English. Still, for every challenge, there's equal opportunity. At 43, Catherine embodies a fresh outlook. She brings relatability and modern instincts honed through years of royal engagements. Her attention to mental health, a growing concern in Scotland, where 1 in 4 adults reports anxiety post-pandemic, gives her the chance to connect in deeply meaningful ways. Through campaigns like Shaping Us, she can shine a spotlight on issues ranging from rural isolation to urban inequality, helping create a shared sense of belonging and purpose across Scotland. Catherine's deepening commitment to environmental causes resonates strongly with Scotland's bold net-zero ambitions. Whether through support for rewelding projects in the Highlands or amplifying green initiatives, she's poised to be more than a ceremonial figure. She's an advocate. Her gift lies in the details, remembering a local's name, exchanging laughter in a crowded hall, or offering quiet reassurance during difficult moments. These subtle acts, seen often during visits to places like Orkney and Dundee, cut through formality and create connection in a country that values authenticity over pageantry. Family plays a powerful role in this evolving chapter. Prince William, now the Duke of Rothay, is expected to join Catherine for joint appearances celebrating Scottish achievements across the UK. Their children, too, are becoming woven into the national story. Princess Charlotte's enthusiasm for Highland dancing and the family's immersion in Scottish traditions ground them in a narrative that feels personal and inclusive. As one royal analyst noted, Catherine doesn't just hold a title, she embodies it. On the international front, Catherine's new role opens fresh doors. As Monarch of Scotland, she can spotlight the nation's cultural wealth, its music, literature, and innovation on the world stage. Whether attending the Commonwealth Forums or gracing the Edinburgh Festival, her presence can boost Scotland's global visibility, attracting tourism and investment alike. But true success will rest on her ability to genuinely listen. Winning lasting trust means engaging everyone from Glasgow's working class neighborhoods to Gaelic-speaking communities in the Outer Hebrides. If she can continue approaching these diverse voices with humility and care, Catherine may redefine what this title means in the 21st century, transforming it into a symbol of resilience and unity. As Catherine steps into this momentous role, the stakes couldn't be higher. Her appointment as Monarch of Scotland is more than a title, it's a pledge to connect, represent, and serve a proud and storied nation. Her first act in this role, planting a native oak tree in Glasgow's Botanic Gardens, was a perfect metaphor. The gesture spoke of strength, longevity, and rootedness, drawing applause from a bundled crowd who felt the symbolism keenly. Like this tree, she said, Scotland stands strong and always will. It was a simple moment, unscripted yet powerful one that revealed exactly why the Scottish public has embraced her so enthusiastically. Her upcoming appearance at the Edinburgh Festival has already stirred excitement. With hints, she spotlight everything from traditional folk music to cutting-edge theater. Her continued focus on mental health, particularly in remote communities, is deeply appreciated. During a 2024 visit to the Hebrides, she met with teens still recovering from pandemic-related trauma. "Your voice matters," she told one girl, a phrase that sparked the launch of a local support network. These moments define Catherine's style of leadership, deeply human and quietly impactful. King Charles's choice to name her monarch of Scotland marks a pivotal turn in the monarchy's story. He isn't simply bestowing honor, he's reshaping the institution. By elevating Catherine, his promote a vision of royalty that values regional identity while maintaining a fine balance in uncertain times. Historians compare this moment to Queen Victoria's famous love for Balmoral, which endeared her to Scots. But Catherine's path is more outward-facing. She's not here to rule, says historian Dr. Fiona McLan. She's here to listen, and she's doing more than that. Sources say Catherine is exploring new programs aimed at Scotland's youth, from rural scholarships to preserving Gaelic culture. She's reportedly planning a climate-focused summit that will showcase the nation's renewable energy breakthroughs, reinforcing her role as a champion for innovation and sustainability. At the heart of this transformation is her family. William, alongside her as Duke of Rothay, will stand by her in public life, while their children grow up immersed in the traditions of the land where their parents once studied and fell in love. Charlotte's love for Highland dancing has already captured public affection, a symbol of a new generation of royals finding belonging in Scotland. It is this combination, Catherine's grounded warmth, her policy engagement, and her family's visible integration, that makes the monarchy feel less distant and more like part of Scotland's living, breathing fabric. Now her journey is Scotland's journey, and the world is watching.